Welcome to Daily Scripture Reading. I do not own the rights to this music. Leviticus chapter 9, this is the Amplified Version. Aaron offers sacrifices. And it happened on the 8th day that Moses called Aaron and his sons and the elders of Israel. And he said to Aaron, "Take a bull calf as a sin offering and a ram as a burnt offering, each without blemish, and offer both before the Lord. Then say to the Israelites, Take a male goat as a sin offering, and a calf and a lamb, both 1 year old without blemish, as a burnt offering, and a bull and a ram as peace offerings, to sacrifice before the Lord, and a grain offering mixed with olive oil for today. The Lord will appear to you." So they took what Moses had commanded to the front of the tent of meeting, and all the congregation approached and stood before the Lord. Moses said, "This is the thing which the Lord has commanded you to do, so that the glory of the Lord may appear to you." Moses said to Aaron, "Approach the altar and present your sin offering and your burnt offering, and make atonement for yourself and for the people, and present the offering of the people and make atonement for them, just as the Lord has commanded." So Aaron approached the altar and killed the calf as the sin offering, which was designated for himself. The sons of Aaron presented the blood to him. He dipped his finger in the blood and put some of it on the horns of the altar, and poured out the rest of the blood at the altar's base. But the fat, the kidneys, and the lobe of the liver from the sin offering he offered up in smoke on the altar, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. And Aaron burned the meat and the hide in the fire outside the camp. Then he killed the burnt offering, and Aaron's sons handed the blood to him, and he sprinkled it around on the altar. They brought the burnt offering to him piece by piece, with the head, and Aaron offered them up in smoke on the altar. He also washed the entrails and the legs, and offered them up in smoke, with the burnt offering on the altar. Then Aaron presented the people's offering. He took the goat for the sin offering of the people, and killed it, and offered it for sin, as he did the first. He also presented the burnt offering, and offered it according to the ordinance. Next, Aaron presented the grain offering, and took a handful of it, and offered it up in smoke on the altar, in addition to the burnt offering of the morning. He also killed the bull and the ram, the sacrifice of peace offerings, which was for the people, and Aaron's sons handed the blood to him, and he sprinkled it around on the altar. As for the portions of fat from the bull and from the ram, the fat tail and the fat covering, the internal organs and the kidneys and the lobe of the liver, they now put the portions of fat on the breast, and Aaron offered the fat up in smoke on the altar. But the breast and the right thigh Aaron presented as a wave offering before the Lord, just as Moses had commanded. Then Aaron lifted his hands toward the people and blessed them, and came down from the altar of burnt offering, after presenting the sin offering, the burnt offering, and the peace offerings. Moses and Aaron went into the tent of meeting, and when they came out, they blessed the people. And the glory and brilliance of the Lord, the Shekinah cloud, appeared to all the people as promised. Then fire came out from before the Lord and consumed the burnt offering and the portions of fat on the altar. And when all the people saw it, they shouted and fell face downward in awe and worship. The end. God bless you, and thank you for joining me today.